Have you ever settled down for a nice seafood dinner? Perhaps at a restaurant or right in your own kitchen, feeling good about making a healthy choice, only to feel a little off afterwards. Maybe a vague sense of unease. Or perhaps you just didn't feel that vibrant energy you were expecting from such a celebrated health food. For decades, we've been told seafood is a cornerstone of a healthy diet, packed with omega-3s and lean protein, a true gift from the ocean. But what if some of the very fish we've been enjoying, even recommending to our loved ones, are quietly working against our health? Especially as we get a little older and our bodies become more sensitive to subtle imbalances, it can be so confusing navigating all the health advice out there, trying to do what's best, only to find out we might be missing some crucial information. The painful reality is that many of us, with the best intentions, are consuming certain seafoods that, rather than boosting our vitality, could actually be contributing to inflammation, fatigue, or even long-term health issues we're trying so hard to avoid. It's like trying to fill a bucket with holes in it. You keep pouring in the good stuff, but some of it just drains away, or worse, adds to the problem. The secret lies in understanding which specific types of seafood are truly beneficial for our mature bodies, and which ones, despite their popularity, carry hidden risks. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on 4 seafoods you might want to reconsider adding to your plate. And then, most importantly, we'll reveal 4 incredible alternatives that are truly packed with the nutrients your body craves for robust health, sharp minds, and strong hearts as we age. Make sure you watch until the very end, because I'll be sharing a surprising truth that could completely change how you view your next seafood dinner. Let's dive right into the first seafood that might be doing more harm than good, and that's farmed salmon. Now, I know this might surprise many of you, because salmon is constantly hailed as a superfood, an omega-3 powerhouse, and it can be, if it's the right kind. But most of the salmon available in grocery stores and restaurants today, the kind that's often cheaper and readily available, is farmed salmon. Imagine, if you will, thousands of salmon crammed into small pens in coastal waters, often offshore from industrial areas. In these crowded conditions, diseases spread quickly, so they're often given antibiotics, just like in some land-based animal farming. And, to make matters worse, their natural diet of crustaceans and small fish is replaced with highly processed, high-fat, high-protein pellets made from corn, soy, and other ingredients that are far from what a salmon would naturally eat in the wild. This artificial diet completely changes their nutritional profile. While wild salmon get their vibrant pink-red color from astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant found in the tiny organisms they eat, farmed salmon often need their feed supplemented with synthetic dyes to achieve that familiar pink hue. Without it, they'd be a rather unappetizing gray. But it's not just the color. This diet also significantly alters their fatty acid balance. While they do contain omega-3s, they also end up with a much higher proportion of inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids, sometimes even more than the omega-3s. For us, especially as we age, managing inflammation is absolutely crucial for everything from joint health to heart health and cognitive function. Consuming fish that contribute to inflammation, even subtly, can counteract the very benefits we're seeking. Furthermore, those crowded pens are often hotbeds for parasites and sea lice, and the waste from thousands of fish can pollute the surrounding waters, impacting the local ecosystem. Plus, there's the concern about persistent organic pollutants, POPs, and other toxins that can accumulate in the fatty tissues of these farmed fish due to their environment and feed. While regulatory bodies strive to keep levels low, for someone regularly consuming farmed salmon, especially over many years, the cumulative effect is something to consider. Instead of getting a pure anti-inflammatory boost, we might be introducing subtle inflammatory triggers and unwanted compounds into our system. Think about it. We're trying to support our bodies, reduce aches, keep our minds sharp. If a food that's supposed to help is actually adding to the burden, that's something we need to be aware of. Another popular choice that often makes its way onto dinner plates, but truly deserves a closer look, is tilapia. Now, tilapia is incredibly common because it's inexpensive, has a very mild flavor, and is easy to cook. It's marketed as a lean protein, And it is. But that's where the benefits largely end, especially when compared to healthier fish options, like farmed salmon. The vast majority of tilapia we consume is farmed, often in less than ideal conditions, particularly when sourced from certain Asian countries where regulations may be less stringent. These fish are often raised in ponds or cages with diets that are even poorer than those of farmed salmon, sometimes consisting of corn, soy, or even animal waste. The biggest issue with tilapia, from a nutritional standpoint, is its incredibly low omega-3 content and, surprisingly, its relatively high omega-6 fatty acid profile. In fact, some studies have shown that farmed tilapia can have more omega-6s than omega-3s, and some even suggest its fatty acid profile can be worse than that of a hamburger or bacon. This is a significant concern for us, because we're often choosing fish specifically for those beneficial omega-3s, which are vital for heart health, brain function, and combating inflammation throughout the body. If the fish we're eating is skewed towards omega-6s, which are generally pro-inflammatory when consumed in excess relative to omega-3s, we're not getting the anti-inflammatory benefits we're hoping for. It's like trying to fill your car's tank with water when it needs petrol. It might look like a liquid, but it won't get you where you need to go, and it could even cause damage. Tilapia's farming practices also raise environmental and health questions. The crowded ponds can lead to high levels of waste, and the feed used can be problematic. There have been reports of various contaminants found in some farmed tilapia, and the overall lack of strict regulation in certain regions means you might be consuming a fish that's been raised in questionable conditions. While it might be an affordable source of protein, the health benefits are minimal, and the potential drawbacks from its inflammatory fatty acid profile and farming methods simply outweigh any perceived advantages, especially when there are so many truly beneficial seafood options available. It's about making smarter choices, not just cheaper ones. When it comes to nourishing our bodies as we get older, we want every bite to count, and tilapia simply doesn't deliver the nutritional punch we deserve. Moving on, there are a couple more seafoods that often sneak into our shopping carts, which we really need to reconsider, particularly as mercury accumulation becomes a greater concern with age. The first of these is certain large, predatory fish like king mackerel and swordfish. Now, these fish are often praised for their firm, meaty texture and delicious flavor, making them popular choices for grilling or pan-searing. However, the very thing that makes them attractive, their size and position at the top of the food chain, is also their biggest drawback. These are long-lived, predatory fish, meaning they eat smaller fish, which have already accumulated mercury from the ocean. As they consume more and more, the mercury bioaccumulates in their tissues, reaching dangerously high levels. For us, especially over 60 mercury exposure is a serious concern. Our bodies are less efficient at detoxifying and eliminating heavy metals compared to when we were younger. High levels of mercury can have a cumulative toxic effect, impacting our nervous system, potentially leading to neurological issues like memory problems, tremors, and difficulties with coordination. It can also harm kidney function and even impact cardiovascular health. While an occasional small serving might not be immediately alarming, regular consumption of high mercury fish like king mackerel and swordfish can lead to levels that surpass safe thresholds, quietly undermining our well-being. It's a silent threat, because you won't feel the mercury accumulating. But the long-term effects can be profound. We want to preserve our cognitive function and overall vitality, not introduce elements that could compromise them. So, while they might taste good, the potential cost to our brain and body isn't worth it. Another fish to approach with caution is orange roughy, and often its similar counterpart, Chilean sea bass. Both of these fall into a similar category of concern as the large predatory fish, but with added layers of ethical and environmental issues. Orange roughy, for instance, is an incredibly long-lived deep-sea fish, with some individuals living for over 100 years. This extreme longevity means they have had a very long time to accumulate mercury and other contaminants from the deep ocean environment. They are also incredibly slow to reproduce, making them highly vulnerable to overfishing. Over the years, their populations have been decimated, and many environmental organizations recommend avoiding them entirely due to sustainability concerns. Chilean sea bass, while delicious and buttery, also present similar issues. It's another long-lived, deep-water fish that can accumulate higher levels of mercury compared to smaller, shorter-lived species. It also faces significant sustainability challenges, with much of its harvest coming from unregulated or illegal fishing practices, contributing to depletion of this slow-growing species. Choosing these fish isn't just a health consideration, it's also an ethical one, impacting the delicate balance of our oceans. For us, prioritizing our health means choosing foods that are both good for our bodies and for the planet. Consuming fish that are high in mercury and come with significant environmental baggage simply doesn't align with a holistic approach to wellness. We want to make choices that nourish us today and leave a healthier world for tomorrow. Now, I know this might sound a bit disheartening, learning about seafoods that might not be serving our health as we thought. But please, don't lose hope, because for every seafood you should approach with caution. There are truly wonderful, health-boosting alternatives waiting for you, packed with the very nutrients that our bodies crave as we age. It's about empowerment through knowledge, making informed choices that genuinely support your vitality. Let's talk about the first of these fantastic choices, one that should absolutely be on your regular menu: wild Alaskan salmon. Unlike its farmed cousin, wild Alaskan salmon, such as sockeye, coho, or chinook, is a true superstar of the sea. These fish live their lives in the pristine, cold waters of the Pacific, feasting on a natural diet of smaller fish and crustaceans. This natural diet and environment translates directly into a superior nutritional profile. Wild salmon is incredibly rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, in a perfectly balanced ratio that is inherently anti-inflammatory. These are the fats that our brains thrive on, crucial for cognitive function, memory, and even mood regulation. They are also powerful protectors for our hearts, helping to reduce blood pressure, lower triglycerides, and support overall cardiovascular health, which becomes even more important as we get older. Beyond the omega-3s, wild Alaskan salmon is also an excellent source of high-quality, easily digestible protein, essential for maintaining muscle mass as we age, preventing sarcopenia, and supporting healthy metabolism. It's also loaded with vitamin D, a nutrient many of us are deficient in, vital for bone health, immune function, and mood. And let's not forget astaxanthin, that powerful antioxidant responsible for its vibrant color, which offers benefits for skin health, vision, and protection against cellular damage. When you choose wild Alaskan salmon, you're not just getting a meal, you're getting a potent package of nutrition that actively fights inflammation, supports your brain, strengthens your heart, and keeps your muscles robust. Look for labels that specifically say wild Alaskan to ensure you're getting the best quality. It's an investment in your well-being that truly pays dividends. Beyond that glorious wild salmon, there are several other ocean treasures that deserve a regular place on your plate, offering incredible benefits without the drawbacks we've discussed. Let's talk about a small but mighty option: sardines and anchovies. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Sardines, really? But hear me out. These tiny fish are absolute powerhouses, and they embody the principle of small is beautiful when it comes to seafood, because they are so small and have a short lifespan. They are incredibly low in mercury and other contaminants. They simply don't live long enough to accumulate harmful levels. What they lack in size, they more than make up for in nutrition. Sardines and anchovies are absolutely packed with omega-3 fatty acids, often even more preserving than salmon. They also provide a significant amount of vitamin D and, uniquely, a substantial amount of calcium, especially if you eat them with the tiny soft bones, which are easily digestible. This makes them fantastic for bone health, which is so critical for preventing osteoporosis as we age. They also offer a good source of lean protein and various B vitamins. The beauty of them is their versatility and affordability. You can buy them canned in olive oil or water, making them a convenient, shelf-stable option. Add them to salads, mash them onto whole grain toast, or even incorporate them into pasta sauces. They're an easy, accessible, an incredibly nutrient-dense way to boost your intake of vital omega-3s and other minerals without breaking the bank or worrying about contaminants. It's a truly smart choice for vibrant health. Next up, let's talk about wild-caught cod and haddock. These are fantastic options for those who prefer a milder, flakier whitefish. Unlike some of the other fish we discussed, cod and haddock are typically lean, whitefish that are generally considered to have very low mercury levels, especially when wild-caught from well-managed fisheries in colder waters. Like the Atlantic, they are relatively fast-growing and don't sit at the very top of the food chain, which further contributes to their low contaminant profile. From a nutritional standpoint, wild-caught cod and haddock are exceptional sources of lean protein, which is vital for maintaining muscle mass, supporting metabolism, and keeping us feeling full and satisfied. As we age, ensuring adequate protein intake is crucial for preserving strength and mobility. These fish are also rich in B vitamins, particularly B12 and niacin, which are essential for energy production, nerve function, and overall cognitive health. They also provide important minerals like phosphorus and selenium. Their mild flavor makes them incredibly versatile for cooking. You can bake them, grill them, steam them, or even use them in a light fish stew. They absorb flavors beautifully, making it easy to create delicious and healthy meals without a lot of fuss. For someone looking for a consistently healthy, low-risk, and versatile protein source, wild-caught cod or haddock are truly excellent choices that you can feel good about enjoying regularly. They're a gentle, yet powerful, boost to your health. Finally, let's shine a light on another fantastic option that sometimes gets overlooked: Atlantic or Pacific mackerel, not to be confused with the large, high-mercury king mackerel we mentioned earlier. These smaller, pelagic species are a true gem, similar to sardines. They are shorter-lived and thus have very low mercury levels, making them a safe and highly beneficial choice. They are also incredibly sustainable, often found in abundant populations. What makes Atlantic or Pacific mackerels so exceptional is their incredibly high omega-3 fatty acid content. They are right up there with salmon and sardines in terms of delivering those crucial EPA and DHA fats that are so vital for heart health, brain function, and combating inflammation throughout the body. They're often even more affordable than salmon, making them an excellent budget-friendly alternative. Beyond the omega-3s, mackerel also provides a significant amount of vitamin D, B vitamins, and selenium. They have a richer, more pronounced flavor than cod or haddock, which some people love. You can enjoy them fresh, grilled, baked, or even pan-fried. Or you can find them canned, making them as convenient as sardines. Incorporating Atlantic or Pacific mackerel into your diet is a fantastic way to boost your omega-3 intake, support your cardiovascular system, and keep your brain sharp, all while making a sustainable and smart food choice. It's a testament to the fact that some of the best foods are often the simplest and most accessible. So, we've taken a journey through the world of seafood, distinguishing between those choices that might be subtly undermining our health and those that truly nourish and empower us. We've seen how farmed salmon and tilapia, despite their popularity, often come with an unfavorable fatty acid profile and potential contaminant issues, while large predatory fish like king mackerel and swordfish pose mercury risks that become more significant as we age, and orange roughy and Chilean sea bass raise both health and sustainability concerns. But the good news, the truly exciting part, is the abundance of incredible alternatives. Wild Alaskan salmon stands out as a top-tier choice for its pure omega-3 power and vital nutrients. The humble sardine and anchovy offer a concentrated dose of omega-3s, calcium, and vitamin D with minimal mercury risk. Wild-caught cod and haddock provide lean protein and essential vitamins in a mild, versatile package. And Atlantic or Pacific mackerel, often overlooked, deliver a powerful omega-3 punch and are wonderfully sustainable. Remember, making these simple shifts in your seafood choices isn't about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about choosing foods that genuinely nourish your body, support your brain, and keep your heart strong for years to come. It's about being an informed consumer and making every bite count towards a healthier, more vibrant you. These small, conscious decisions add up to a tremendous difference in how you feel, how much energy you have, and how well your body functions day in and day out. You deserve to feel your best at every age. And choosing the right foods is one of the most powerful tools you have. What's your favorite way to enjoy healthy seafood? Do you have a go-to recipe for wild salmon or sardines? Share your thoughts, tips, and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from you and building a community of vibrant, health-conscious individuals. And if you found this video helpful, if it offered you a new perspective or some valuable insights, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps us reach more people. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. Packed with more helpful content to help you navigate your health journey with confidence and joy. Here's to a healthier, happier you, full of vitality and delicious, nutritious meals. Live your best life at every age.